Greetings. Good afternoon, good evening. Thank you all for coming. You want to find your seats, find your space. Thanks so much for being here tonight. My name's Mike McGurr. I have the pleasure of serving as the chair for the Bristol Virginia Historic Preservation Committee. And I just started, so I can't even speak. I have a distinct pleasure of introducing our friends here. There's Mayor Jake Holmes of Bristol. There's Vice Mayor Neil Osborne in the audience. And then our opening is going to be provided by Daniel Chu and also by Cherith Young. And with that, I think we'll begin the program.
Thank you, Mike. As Mike mentioned, my name is Daniel Chu. I was in his position last year, but he has so graciously taken on this role. I also want to welcome Margaret Feierabend, and I'm not seeing her, but yeah, there she is. Tamara Spradlin, our city manager, and of course, Mr. Holmes and Mr. Osborne. There are lots of great things going on in Bristol and have been for a while now, and to have these groups come together, especially both sides, and award people for doing the right thing is really important. And it's beautiful to see so many people coming out to support that decision as well. We've had so many issues in the city with dilapidated properties. It is the least we can do to award someone that is taking care of their property. So to start with, we are going to announce the winner of the Euclid Avenue Historic District.
I was suddenly without a house at one point, and so I started looking, and first time I saw it, I thought, oh, I like it. Just, the style, the windows, just the way they're proportioned, and ooh, I love it. So I've had a few things done, like she was saying, in the backyard. We've got a little pond out there with a few fish in it, and I think they're still alive. And then we've got some, I did some landscaping back there. And there's other interesting kind of things about it. There's a door right there behind the staircase, and it's got this little tiny room there, and it's cool for your rooms and stuff like that, because there's no real closets to speak of. But I just love the fireplace, and I even turn the logs on every now and then. We've done a lot of surface stuff, like new floors and that sort of thing. And of course, the stained glass is new. That was not in the house. They were just clear windows. There's a third one that goes up the steps back there. And then, of course, we've got the piano over there. That's kind of decor, though. I'm not a true pianist, but that looks good, so I like it. We put some. I wanted room for books. I love to read. So the den back there, I've got had the guy who made it into a bookcase, whole wall. So I really like that. I think it looks cozy in there.
The bungalow-style brick and cedar shake home at 442 Euclid Avenue, owned by the Moore family, was built in 1939. The current owner recently painted the exterior of the home, including the cedar shakes and front and back porches. The backyard is a beautiful and peaceful setting with the addition of a patio, fish pond, and enhanced landscaping of hydrangea, rhododendron, and roses. A unique finding by a previous owner was a carving on the basement wall, J.H. Moorfield Jr., June 29, 1939, thought to be that of a worker when the home was built. Congratulations. Oh, and before I go any further, we have food in the back, so don't forget to partake of that before you leave. Next is our Solar Hill Historic District winner.
We both love history and old historic homes. And my mother grew up in a home built in the 1890s in Hampton, Virginia. And I have many memories, favorite memories of visiting my grandparents in that historic home.
My mother grew up in a log cabin in the mountains of North Carolina with no electricity or running water. Not quite as fancy, but still very historic.
About halfway through my military career, we decided that we wanted to retire to Bristol.
My friend Teresa, my best friend from childhood, she knew we loved old homes, and one was coming up for sale on Euclid Avenue that she thought we might be interested in. So we drove down here from Fort Monroe and looked at it, and it was nice, but it was just, more work than we were going to put into it. So the real estate lady showed us a couple other houses, but nothing was really right. And then she said there was one on Solar Street. It had been on the market, but the contract on it fell through, and the owners had taken it off the market, but they might still be interested in selling, and did we want to see it? So we said yes, and she arranged it, and as soon as we walked through the door, it felt like home. I mean, it just, that feeling. And it was going to be 10 more years, though, before he could retire. So my parents agreed to move into it. And so for the next decade, all of our vacations were spent coming to Bristol and working on various projects around the house.
Some of our favorite things about this house is the history of the house itself, as well as the fact that this is Solar Hill Historic District, which attracted us. Also, here they had the 1869 solar eclipse of the sun, and they built a observatory just behind our house to take pictures of that great historic event of 1869.
And the thing about old houses is they just have an ambiance and an atmosphere that's impossible to recreate. It's sort of a fine mixture of timeless elegance and shabby chic. It's sort of like the sum of all the people that have ever lived there and who they were and what they did with their lives and how they interacted in the community. And that's why you just can't build an old house. Only time can do that.
The 1912 brick two-story Georgian-style home at 146 Solar Street, owned by the Long family, was designed by the late and well-known Bristol architect C.B. Kerfoot. The home was originally built and owned by Robert Lafayette Gout, Susan can correct me later, Sr. and his wife Mary, a relative of the Reverend James King, founder of King College, now King University. Except for a rear two-story addition in the 1950s, the structure remains basically the same. Over the years, the front cut limestone rock was built, wall was rebuilt, custom iron fence and gate added, the roof was replaced with standing seam metal, the gutters and downspouts were replaced, and the front porch floor was stripped of decades of paint and then stained. The home's side arbor, designed by original owner Mary Gout, Susan, am I saying it right? Gout, for her climbing wisteria plant, still stands to this day. Congratulations, you all. So I'm excited about this next award. This is a friend of mine, and she does not live here right now, but she does so much work for Bristol. So here is our Stewardship Award. Whitney Manahan, a registered architect in both Virginia and Tennessee, AIA, grew up in southwest Minnesota and Bristol, Tennessee. Whitney received a Bachelor of Science degree in interior design from the University of Tennessee and returned to enroll in her master's in architecture program. Whitney is Director of Architecture and Design at Burwell Construction and interns at Dewhurst Properties in Knoxville, Tennessee. She serves as president of the Knox Heritage Board of Directors. She previously served on the Bristol, Virginia Historic Preservation Awards Committee, developing the committee's guidelines for awarding historic properties. Congratulations, Whitney. Okay, there is a video for this one. The next winner is the Bristol Downtown Commercial District.
So when we were looking around for a place for Dragonfly Book Bar, and this space came up, we were really excited about it because it had so much potential. It's a historic building. It was the Betty Gay dress women's clothing shop. And so there's some of those historic elements you're still seeing in the store. So for instance, out front, as you're walking in the pavement, you'll see the Betty Gay name, and the pavement out front of the store is still there, which is really cool. We also have these wonderful big plate glass spaces, windows at the front, that would have been where they put the displays of the clothing. But for us, they've become places for people to sit and people watch and eat some of our food, have some of our wine, but also a place for books. So it's a really great way to advertise who we are and what we're doing. The other cool thing is, as you walk through, it's quite a long space. As you walk through, you see some little nooks that used to be where the dresses and coats and other items of clothing were hung for the store. And now those have been transformed into 2 reading nooks. So you've got 2 nice comfy chairs and a table with a little lamp, so it's nice and cozy with art behind it, which all of these elements sort of came together to help us to create the vibe that we really wanted in this store. Our idea was this dark academia, whimsical, cozy space, and all of those elements helped us to create it. And those were part of what this building used to be, but also the owners, Karen and Monica, brought in their own historic element, and they have these wonderful wooden doors with iron bars on them that we were able to make a little nook behind with shelves and wine bottle holders, and it became our wine vault for the wine bar. So combining the history that was here before and then history from somewhere else has made it a really unique space and totally fit the vision that we had for Dragonfly. For us, Sarah Beth and I are both natives of Bristol, Virginia, and we grew up here. And I remember we both, the shopping downtown when we were little was the place to come, was historic downtown Bristol. And both of us remember how that really went downhill. And there were years where there was nothing here; it was only a shop or two had survived. So to be part of the revitalization of downtown and to be able to be a small part of that historic preservation via what Karen and Monica have done with this building is really special to us.
So Dragonfly Book Bar is located at 625 State Street. The historic 2-story commercial property owned by Karen Hester was built in 1900. The building was remodeled around 1960 with a storefront of concrete bulkheads and aluminum and glass display windows. The upper facade was covered with cast concrete panels. Original brickwork, now visible after recent restoration, is Flemish bond, with decorative plaster and brick rectangle above the second floor. The large single opening at the second floor level became 6 fixed windows. The storefront level remains with large plate glass windows and setback double door entry. The most recent restoration has allowed the structure to stand as a prime example of Bristol's early days of commerce and trade. Would you like to say something?
Daniel, I can't come this close to a microphone and not say something. No, I wanted to say a shout out to both cities and the Historical Preservation Society and what you guys do for our area. Look at this beautiful building we're sitting in. We have so much rich history here in Bristol. When I started that project, it cost $100,000 just to do the front of those buildings. And people said, "You're crazy, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm gonna build some lofts upstairs too." And I said, if none of them get rented, I'll live in one and the 3 others will be empty. And I had them all rented before I had the stud walls even finished. So I said, I'm gonna buy the building next door and I'm gonna build me one there and rent out the other one. So we got 6 downtown now. But I wanna leave one thing with you. If we can all leave everything just a little bit better than we found it, then we're preserving history for the generations to come. Thanks for all your support. Appreciate it.
right, good evening, everyone. Karen is hard to follow with that. My name is Sherith Young. I'm the Director of Community Development for the City of Bristol, Tennessee. And Daniel and I are going to trade off a little bit with the awards here to keep a couple categories together. So if you see us elbow each other or get over here, it's just show business. We go way back. We're not fussing. It's just the show. So tonight, the first award that I have the privilege of presenting is the city's Downtown Commercial Historic District for the Tennessee side. And tonight, that award will be presented to Michael and Bethany Wilson for their restoration of the historic two-story brick building located at 12 through 18 Bank Street. Constructed in the 1920s, the building has long contributed to the character and vitality of Bristol's downtown business district. Their restoration efforts included repair and painting of the original brick exterior, installation of new awnings, lighting, and signage designed to complement the historic downtown environment. They also added a fantastic new deck and gathering space, and today the revitalized building provides both long and short-term rental housing while continuing to contribute to the energy and vibrancy of downtown Bristol.
I love downtown Bristol. I always have known that I wanted to be a part of the fabric that made downtown, unique, cool, vibrant, but also keep that historic charm. So I've always been drawn to these buildings because each building can tell a story that goes back decades and decades and decades. So with this particular building, for me, it's just off State Street, just enough. It's half a block off State Street, so you're still in the heart of it all, but you have privacy in the heart of downtown. So this was a little gem find. You got some parking, so that always is important when you're in a downtown space, having that parking availability. So this particular building just was a sweet little treasure. So when you come to Bristol, of course, downtown to me is the heartbeat of a community, and both cities like to come in and put their money in the downtown to really showcase what that city has to offer. And so when I travel, I like to go and experience the downtown areas, but when I travel in herds. So there's always a lot of us. And when you're coming downtown, we have beautiful boutique hotels and places to stay, but you're always in individual units. And so I wanted to create a space where large groups could come together and either come for a special event, a wedding, a bachelorette party, or if you just wanted to bring your family and have a family reunion or even a wedding celebration, that everybody could come, hang out together, cook together, laugh, play, hang out on the deck together by a fire pit, or hang out and watch a ball game. And I wanted to create a larger space that people could still be in the middle of downtown, still walk everywhere you wanted to, but also have a private, intimate place where they can hang out.
So the next award is very special, the Citywide Award, and it goes to the Douglas Senior Center, formerly Douglas High School, at 145 Birch Street.
Hi, I'm Jackie Wiley Laughlin, and this is my old alma mater. I went to school here from the first to the third grade. I remember what it was like to go to Douglas at that time as we crossed the railroad tracks while the train was moving in order to get here. And we kids walked from Buchanan Street all the way over to Douglas High School at that time. The school was so wonderful. It was a time when we could all come together as a people. The lunch food was prepared and beautifully made for us, and we could eat plenty in those days. It's so special to me today because Douglas School is still standing. Although it no longer belongs to the city, it's still standing. It's still here, and it's still a reminder that those of us who had the opportunity to be educated, we were educated here at Douglas High School.
Come on up, Jackie. So built in 1921, the former Douglas High School at 145 Birch Street is a great example of adaptive reuse. The historic structure listed on the National Register of Historic Places now serves as the Douglas Senior Center, providing various senior activities including fitness programs and residential housing. Exterior improvements to the building include recently installed new windows, which add tremendously to the historic structure. The historic high school served not only the Black communities of Bristol, but also served communities as far as Glade Spring and Marion, Virginia. The school's rich history has been preserved not only by restoring the structure, but also by producing students who achieve various accomplishments, who I think are coming up, including local leaders in churches, heading Eastman Foundation, serving as Kingsport mayor, working in the White House, and defending our country overseas.
It's a particular honor for all of us to see this school that has contributed so much to the Black community, and the Black community that's contributed so very much to Bristol in its character and in the quality of the graduates, from the mayor of Kingsport to the president of universities and colleges across the Southeast. It's amazing to see this building still standing and serving the community.
So we'll cross back to Bristol, Tennessee for our next award, and that is for the city's Stewardship Award. Located at 325 McDowell Street, the Slater School was built in 1955 to serve the educational needs of Bristol, Tennessee's Black children on the historic site of the post-Civil War era Bristol Normal Institute. Slater School is remembered for its high academic standards, outstanding athletic programs, and the many dedicated teachers who invested not only in the education of their students, but also in their overall well-being and success. School integration in 1965 marked the end of Slater's role as a public school, but the building remains today, 70 years later. Today, the facility serves as the Slater Community Center, operated by the Bristol, Tennessee Department of Parks and Recreation, and continues to function as an important gathering place for the community. Tonight, we are truly honored to present the City's Stewardship Award to the Slater Community Center in recognition of its continued preservation, maintenance, and service to the Bristol community. And we'll have the video play, and then Mr. Tommy McDaniel, I believe, is here to accept the award.
I watched this building being built. I was 6 years old. We lived right behind this school here, my aunt did. And before I even went to school here, I watched it. I started school here as I was 6 years old. And this building is still standing. It's the front of it represented strength. You can look at it now. The brick and everything is still just like it was. It was beautiful, it's still beautiful. And the city has taken it over and put new windows and keep it up. And I'm proud of it. And proud that I got to go to school here and I can still see it, and we're still using it, utilizing it. I mean, it's hundreds of people come in this building every day.
You know, we take it really seriously what we do in this building because of the history of the facility, all the wonderful things that took place here, the memories that were created. And so this day, to this day, that's exactly what we're trying to do as well, is create wonderful memories for those citizens that come to Slater.
we would have our meetings here, our reunions, our more or less, if we had a gathering for the community, would be right here at this school in the auditorium. Something going on in the neighborhood that was a concern. This was like a gathering. This was the news outlet for the black community back when I was coming up, and it's still now. We have council meetings here now. We still passing on news, what's going on in the city right here at this school. So it's still passing out information. It still has a strong purpose.
Okay, so our next award is going to be awarded in the Fairmount Historic District. And this award will be presented to Jeff and Kim Rugel for their thoughtful restoration of a 1940s era craftsman style home located at 737 Taylor Street and was once the home of the Dr. King Jameson family. Since purchasing the property 4 years ago, the Rugels have carefully enhanced the home while honoring its historic character. The original wood siding was professionally stripped and repainted in vibrant colors that bring warmth and charm to the neighborhood. Historically appropriate replacement windows were also installed on the front sun porch, creating a beautiful and inviting space with panoramic views of the surrounding community.
So we really like that it's almost all on one level. So you can basically go from one side of the house to the other without having to go up and down stairs. And then in the front left corner is a sunroom with basically just 3 walls of windows, which is really just a really nice place to sit on a nice day. And spend a lot of time there. And the dog really likes that room too, because the sun comes in. When we bought the house, there were like 10 to 12 layers of paint on some spots, and it was pretty bad. It was a lot of leather-looking paint, and it looked like alligator skin. And so before they painted it, they had to scrape off a lot of old paint and get down to the bare wood and then start from there. So when we did that, we went from, it was kind of a very dull gray with a lot of peeling and stuff, and so we went with something a little brighter to make it stand out.
So our next award this evening is in the Holston Avenue Historic District, and this honors the Colonial Revival home that's located at 1126 7th Avenue. This home was constructed in 1930 on property once owned by Colonel James King. The home later became the residence of William Dunn and remains in the Dunn family today through his daughter, Diane Dunn Harrison. Recent improvements to the property include the addition of a new front porch carefully designed to complement the home's original architecture, enhanced landscaping and restoration work on the rear garage, including the new siding. So we want to congratulate Mrs. Diane Dunn Harrison for her commitment to preserving this distinguished historic home. She's not able to be with us tonight and wasn't able to participate in the video, but she does have her friend Connie Bailey that will accept the award on her behalf. So if Connie would like to come on up, we will award you with the plaque.
I will see that she gets this and I will take care of it.
Thank you, Ms. Bailey. So this is the last City of Bristol, Tennessee award for the night. And I would just like to take just a quick second to say thank you to the Bristol Historic Preservation Award Committee members and the staff that worked so hard on these award programs, and specifically Ann Dunham and Heather Moore, who worked so hard all year to put these awards programs together. So our final award tonight is the Citywide Award, and this award is presented tonight to Tom and Beth Rogers for their remarkable Federalist Revival style home located at 1720 Holston Avenue. Designed by W.W. Nichols and architect R.V. Arnold, who also designed Bristol's iconic stone castle, the home features many distinctive architectural details, including a curved roof line over the breakfast porch, elegant bay windows, and a graceful curved arch above the front stoop. The property remained in the Nichols family until 1984 and was later home to Art Powers, former publisher of the Bristol Herald Courier, before being purchased by the Rogers family in 2002. Their ongoing care and stewardship, the Rogers family has ensured that this historic residence continues to stand as an important part of Bristol's architectural heritage.
The history of the house, it fascinates us and the neighborhood, but the house was built in 1937 for the Nichols family of Nichols Manufacturing Company, and it was designed by R.V. Arnold. Mr. Arnold also designed the stone castle, which was built in 1936, a year before this house was built. Certain features of his designs that we're aware of that you see on multiple houses is a curved roof line somewhere on the house. Our house, it's above the breakfast porch. There's a curved roof instead of just the regular straight roof. This house has beautiful woodwork, custom woodwork throughout. We have a set of the original blueprints and also a notebook of instructions from the architect to the builder about how to do the custom woodworking, how to treat the materials, the specifications for the materials. So it's an extremely well-built house. We've been here for almost 24 years. We're only the third owner of the house. And so we're just very much enjoying and proud of this beautiful old home that we're really just preserving as caretakers. It's never been in bad condition. So we're just preserving and upgrading and trying to be respectful of the character of the home as we do upgrades and decorate the home.
Well, we were going to call everybody from the Slater School and the Douglas School up together for a big photograph, but y'all did it, so that's fantastic. Thank you all for coming and for the great attention to our wonderful city, to see the joint awards, the downtown and of the schools is a really healing opportunity for a lot of the community, especially on this special year, in the 250th anniversary of the United States. So we found it all to be a very fitting time to honor all of the beautiful homes, the beautiful families, and the beautiful people that are inhabiting these beautiful buildings.